Hey, y'all, we're back. Always big fun here on River Talk, right? And sometimes we get to see some old friends here on the show. How you doing there, Becky Hubbard?
I'm doing well.
I haven't been introduced. I don't
Well,
know
introduce
her.
yourself, man.
Give me a knuckle there, Becky. Hey,
Hey.
nice to meet you.
That's
Nice
your
to
sweet
meet you.
daddy right
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
Sweet daddy here.
Yeah, she's probably heard of you.
Probably.
I think
Do
so.
I owe you money too?
The freaking deacon. It's big fun.
Now we're going to talk about education and.
We
and stuff.
are.
Yeah.
So I'm the department chair at Horry Georgetown Technical College for teacher education.
How long you been over there?
I have been over there 17 years
No
now.
way.
Yes.
Ooh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I love it. It's a great place to be.
Obviously, after 17 years, I would expect at least a heavy like in the
I
deal.
love it.
That's awesome.
Yes. So in the teacher education program, we have early care in education.
Mm-hmm.
So if a student wants to work with young children in a child care setting or as a teacher's aide, that's a great program to go into. But we also have a new teacher education program, and it is the first of its kind in the state of South Carolina, where students can major in teacher education at a technical college for the first 2 years. It is a program where students will transfer to a four-year college to finish their degree to be certified teachers. So we're really excited to promote that
Well, that's going
program.
to boost your enrollment, I would imagine.
I hope so.
I would definitely think it would.
I think so. Teachers, as you know, especially during the pandemic, you've heard a lot about teachers and how important they are.
Don't go there.
Yeah, you don't want me to go there. No, I mean, it's not bad. He just.
But there's a demand for teachers.
There is. Yeah,
There's
there is
a
a demand.
huge demand.
Yeah.
So right now, if you come to Horry Georgetown Technical College, we have lottery tuition assistance if you're a
Okay.
South Carolina resident. And then the state also decided that teacher education and early care and education are eligible for SC Wins scholarship monies.
Okay.
So students can virtually go for free for these majors.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
a great deal.
Yeah, your program's going to explode.
We hope
So on the
so.
community college, see, I can't help myself. Technical college side
Yeah.
of things. You're the only community college in the state
right now that
right
has this
now.
program.
Oh, that's huge.
Yes.
That's tremendous. And the beautiful thing is that after 2 years at HGTC, then you're going to qualify to go to just about all the universities in the state. They accept you guys.
It's correct. We do have memorandums of agreement or understanding with Coastal Carolina University, Francis Marion University, and the University of South Carolina in Columbia.
Okay.
The majority of our students will transfer to Coastal. It's right
yeah.
next door,
Right.
and we have a great partnership with them. We work very well with them, so it's a great deal.
I would expect there'd be more exceptions to the rule, though, with other folks from other parts of the state coming in to take advantage of this program now.
Absolutely.
That's great. Yeah, teachers are really, really in demand, and I think that we have seen, because of the pandemic, that we've seen that element of competition a little bit more. I mean, private schools have just exploded all over the place with their enrollment.
Absolutely.
And so there's a demand there. I mean, obviously, we think public schools, but and then there's other things like that hybrid. There's tutoring. I mean, education has taken on a whole different. It's a great field to get in right now.
I think so. I do. There's job security for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know, back when I was, when I started college, of course, most of the people back in those days, they said, well, being a teacher be easy. I'll go through college. I'll get one of them teacher's degrees to stay out of Vietnam. So there was
Oh,
a
you're
lot.
telling your age now.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
So-
he
so-
tells it every week.
Well, that's right. But there were a lot
it
of
beats
teachers.
cutting him open and counting the rings.
But yeah, a lot of teachers
Wasn't
back
that
then
funny?
because they said it was easier to graduate, you know, with that kind of a degree.
Right.
I never really agreed with that. I think it'd be a little tougher to be a teacher. Well, now it is, I think, a little tough, isn't it?
It is.
I mean,
It is.
whoa, things have changed, you know.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, but and sitting at home, looking at your kids through a monitor now, you know, that's a lot of fun.
That's been very difficult.
Well,
for
and you're
teachers.
expected to be a babysitter. Don't ever forget that.
And that's not what it's about.
But you do get that element in there. I mean, I think back. I was really a good student. Now,
Oh,
my
come
grades,
on,
no,
Jack.
my grades didn't really reflect it, but I was a good student. They remembered me,
Yeah.
and there was a handful of teachers that had a tremendous impact on my life, and so it's a noble profession.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think so.
What drew you into education, Becky?
Well, I started off as an English teacher, so I guess the biggest thing was I love to read, I love to write, and I just wanted to share that with other people. So I did start off as a high school English teacher.
Wow.
I taught at Conway High School for a number of years before I started teaching at Horry Georgetown.
Was there a teacher that you had growing up that kind of inspired you, or was it in the family? Or?
It wasn't in my family. I had a lot of different teachers who inspired me. Carolyn Gobble was one of my high school English teachers that I really loved and truly love to this day. I consider her to be a great friend, and I wanted to be like her, like have a good relationship with students and share that love for English and for reading.
What was your favorite teacher? I mean, was it on the English side or the math? I did math. And I did okay at it, but it wasn't.
Well,
I loved English.
Well, I had a
Literature.
few favorite teachers. But probably one of the biggest, I think, impressions to me was like when I was in the 8th grade. I had a guy, Mr. Wassam, and he ran the drama club and all that kind of stuff. And I was kind of back then kind of digging on that kind of thing. And he said, "Deacon," he said, "Man, you got great facial expressions," and that kind of thing. And he really prompted me with that. And then the art teacher, of course, prompted me in art because I was a fairly decent artist back then. So, the things I wanted to get into, and minor in and major in art and journalism.
Right.
Boom. So, and it's lifted me right on up into, well, what I love to do. Here I am,
Here you are.
Here I am. So yeah, they do, and one other teacher, a history teacher, I was failing in the class. She says, "Look," she says, "all you have to do is remember each paragraph." She said, "If you remember a paragraph per paragraph," said, "it's a lot easier," because I had I didn't care. So I did remember Rome was founded by Romulus in 753 B.C., located on the Tiber River between the 7 hills, located near the center of the peninsula of Italy. And that's always stuck with me because that was the first one.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
That is
wild?
pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so she taught me how to remember stuff.
Well, I got something you can remember. You still owe me $20.
I just forgot that, Jack. 20 bucks.
Is there an opportunity though for kids to go in and like a little mentoring, or there's like a new program, or maybe it's been around for a while? Because Andrew was over there saying he was a cadet.
Right.
And space wasn't in front of it, so had no idea what he was talking about.
He was talking about teacher cadets.
Okay.
So, just recently we have partnered with SARA, which is the Center for Educator Recruitment, Retention, and Advancement. And that's a program sponsored by the state of South Carolina to encourage young people to go into the teaching profession. And Horry Georgetown Technical College has partnered with SARA to work with ProTeam. And so ProTeam is a program that works with 8th grade students to mentor them and to introduce them to the teaching profession. And we're going to work with Region 4, which includes areas like Horry, Georgetown, even Sumter County, Florence, those schools, and sponsor a college day and work with their teachers and just kind of, introduce them to Horry Georgetown Tech and hopefully encourage them to become teachers.
Yeah, we obviously want the best person for the job, but is it ever talked about that there might be a shortage of male teachers?
Absolutely.
I mean, is it okay to say that?
Yes,
It is
sir.
okay to say that.
Because that wasn't an issue back when I was in school many moons ago.
It is a big shortage. There's
Okay.
a big shortage of male teachers. A lot of times we find male teachers in the high schools because they're coaching
Sure.
and doing things like that. But in the elementary and middle levels, we do need more male teachers. There's also a great need for minority teachers. So we have a program at Horry Georgetown Technical College called Call Me Mister.
Okay.
And that program started at Clemson University and was in historically black colleges and universities for a while, but is now in over 20 colleges, 4-year and technical colleges in South Carolina. And the purpose of that program is to recruit minority male teachers.
Right.
So there's less than 1% of our teachers in the elementary and middle levels who are minority males. So there's a great need for that as well.
I think it would be huge if we could fill that void, because there's a great organization that we promote here, A Father's Place, and just the dynamics of what we call family is a lot
Absolutely.
different than what we grew up with and experienced. And I know the importance of having a male figure in your life.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying replace a father. I'm just saying.
No. Yeah, you're absolutely
So that's
right.
good that there's programs out there. That's good to know. I didn't know that.
Absolutely. And we're actually taking applications now for our Call Me Mr. program. So if anyone's watching or listening and you know someone or you yourself would like to, come and start this program, we would love to have you.
Is the virtual model still going on in some cases there?
In some cases, we have a pretty good blend for spring. So we have some face-to-face hybrid, especially our lab classes that are a little more hands-on are back face-to-face. We're still wearing masks and social distancing. And then students also have online options. And we are hoping that this fall we will be back to some kind of normal.
So when should we start thinking about the next semester?
Start thinking about it now. We're
Right.
enrolling for summer if anyone
Okay.
wants to start
yeah,
for summer.
yeah.
And then registration for fall begins April 5th.
All right, and that's for kids that are coming out of the area high schools.
Absolutely.
I'm not dealing with that yet, but I have a sophomore, and so he's weighing his options.
It's time to start thinking
Yeah,
about it.
big time.
And, if you can start somewhere like Horry, Georgetown and go for free for 2 years, think about the savings.
Man, that's insane.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean,
Whoa.
and especially now, if you have been majorly impacted with your career choice right now with the pandemic, and you can change that.
Absolutely.
And it's incredible.
And you don't have to be coming out of high school to
No,
start. I
no.
have students who are in their 40s, their 50s, and
How about 70s?
come on, we'll take you. But they're looking,
I
they've
wanna
always
learn.
dreamed
Oh,
of
yeah.
being
I wanna
a
learn to ride a
teacher.
motorcycle.
I think we could probably
Yeah.
finagle a senior citizens discount on
There
your
you go.
textbook.
That's what I'm talking
Why
about.
not?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is really, really a great program. I've always embraced it because I think the technical college system is where the rubber meets the road.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are always in constant communication with business leaders and industry of what
Absolutely.
really needs to happen. I mean, these industries that come to South Carolina, whether they're here in Horry County or not, you guys communicate with services that are needed across the state.
We do.
It's a big part of the economy.
Well, I'm going to put them directly into a gig. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
Right out of HGTC, that's it, baby. We're going to give you a gig, That's cool.
You guys, when did the actual getting high school credits come into play, where the students come in and actually get to partake in some of the Georgetown Tech classes?
So you're talking about our dual enrollment
Yeah, the
program.
dual enrollment.
And that has been around for a very long
Has it?
time. I would say probably 25 years
Okay.
or more. So it's a pretty strong program as well. So students who are in high school can take college classes at the same time. And we actually have an early college high school on our campus. So those students often graduate with an associate's degree and a high school diploma at the same time.
Yeah, that's neat.
So lots going on.
Yeah. Well, good seeing you. How's the family on a more personal note?
Everyone's
I won't
doing
mention your
well.
husband's name to protect the innocent over here. Yeah. Shane doing well?
He is.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Thanks for
The
asking.
whole family's doing great? Good to see you.
It's good to see
You never
you.
age, which is incredible. I mean, I'm not just blowing sunshine
Well,
over
I
here.
appreciate
That's
that.
awesome.
I do.
I know.
I do.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you having me on the show.
Oh, it's always
Oh,
big
yeah.
fun. You're always
Yeah.
welcome to come
Well,
back.
thank you.
We did learn something about Andrew being a cadet. He
We
knew the whole
did.
program. We should have got him to chime in. He knew all about it, which is very rare that he knows about anything. That's why we let him dig up the trivia for us, which we'll
Exactly.
do later in the show, so he'll learn something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we are examples of what not to do, Andrew. So come on back. We got more River Talk after this.